You know a repair bill's about to hurt when the coach blows a tire just trying to make it to the shop. This Liberty Prevost is one of the finest luxury motor coaches ever built. $1 million craftsmanship, stainless steel body, Detroit diesel power, and underneath all that, a rolling disaster waiting to happen. A tag axle tire exploded on the drive over here to the shop, and honestly, after we found during the inspection, that blowout may have just been a warning shot. Steve's brake calipers, airbags completely worn out, suspension bushings absolutely hammered, and a radiator fan clutch barely hanging on for dear life. And wheel bearings that should have been serviced a long time ago. What makes this even more dangerous is this Prevost RV conversions use disc brakes. They require regular maintenance. Too many owners don't realize that. Unlike a commercial vehicle that gets regularly serviced consistently, these RVs can sit for long periods of time, and it causes the brake components to seize up, and things heat up really fast when that happens. That blown tag tire could have easily turned into a fire. Today we're going to dig through this entire coach, show you what failed, explain why it failed, and figure out what it's going to take to get this luxury coach safe to hit the highway again. How this front wheel didn't fly off on the interstate, I have no idea, but it's a miracle that it stayed on and made it here. These are all loose. Go ahead. One of them was definitely finger loose. The rest of them, like 25 foot-pounds maybe. One of them hammered.
That's the one they started it with.
These bushings are just turning to dust. You can see this like red powder everywhere, and they're just falling apart. Definitely need to be replaced.
About a half inch. Ouch.
It just has to be the tag suspension right now, the way he has it jacked up. Put your foot on it real hard or something?
Yeah, that's what that move from. That other one.
Spins, right?
Yeah.
Spin this one.
Oh man.
Got the parking brake on.
Yeah, I think that could be why we have a.
That's probably why your tag blew out.
Oh, got hot, huh? How to get better gas mileage after you fix that, huh? Woo.
Yeah, that's a lot of drag. That's those pins that get seized up with that rust.
Put the anti-seize compound in for lubricant. Yeah, this tag tire blew out on the way here, and it's in, I mean, it was just destroyed, but it was a new tire. I mean, it's in very good condition. I'll show you the matching tire from the other side. They changed it on the rim without taking it off, brought a new tire out and did it. Roadside service for them, so thank goodness. This is the matching tag wheel from the other side. So this is, you know, the one that blew out, the opposite tire. So they were from 9 of 21. They're 365 70s, R22.5s. I mean, it's in very good condition. Tread-wise and everything, lots of tread. Just guessing, you know, no reason for the tire to blow out unless there was a mechanical failure like we think with the brake seizing up on there and either creating heat or causing a major flat spot on the tire. Yeah, the tag tire is rated to hold 10,500 pounds. Yeah. Wow.
we're tight down here. We're loose of air. The air pressure's off this belt, but all I'm gonna do is see how it kicks.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to see because the whole thing is moving, the whole assembly, but yeah.
When I squeeze this,
Spin that fan a little bit so I can really see the. And then will the clutch part spin? Can you spin the belt? Pull the belt. Yeah, look at that thing.
see the metal shavings on the back?
Yeah, but look at that end plate.
See that there?
Yeah.
And it's really a sharp edge right there.
Yeah. So you're.
See how this one's like way
Oh yeah, you got them
close
back
to the pad, and that one's not.
One of them's a mile away, and this one's 10.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
And it's really hard to adjust.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah, that's all right. These front airbags are dry rotting and cracking, but they don't even feel like rubber anymore. They're hard like plastic. There's no rubber component to them anymore. And then the upper A-arm bushings here, they're shot. You can see that they pulled away from the metal and they're all twisted up in there, which is good. You got to take the upper A-arm off to change the airbag anyways. But yeah, that airbag, the ones in the back are all fine, but these front ones have apparently never been replaced. We will service these caliper pins. These little boots that protect the caliper pins get dry rotted and cracked and torn. That lets moisture and water inside there and causes them to rust and seize up. Pretty good.
this doesn't even.
That one had that rubber cap, that plastic cap on it.
It's full of gunk. There's no lube there anymore.
Yeah.
It's just straight rubber and metal.
We're checking for the end play on the wheel bearings here, which we're doing it up against the rotor. We're supposed to do it closer to the hub on the front side, but without pulling the axle shaft. You know, this will give us a good idea if it's bad or not. And we're getting like 17 thousandths on here when we spin it and then kind of pull it back and forth. So this particular wheel bearing is really, there's too much end play on there. So we got to readjust the bearing or see what's going on inside there. But yeah, that's when we wiggle it back and forth, the hub, it should not be moving that much. Like 6 thousandths is the maximum. This is one of the tag axles. This one's really good. It's barely, we're spinning it here and it's barely wiggling. Yeah, that's maybe 1,000. It's definitely pretty good, right?
I mean, we're at 2.
Does it go from 0 to 2 though?
Yeah,
I never saw exactly the 0.
Let me adjust it again. Get it to 0 and do it again. Yeah, it's just 1,000. I must have bumped it.
Yeah. Good. Go ahead and spin it. Well, that's good. So we only got one bad one. Can you pull it in and out and back and forth? Yeah, almost nothing. he was moving on it pretty hard. Do it again. Yeah, that's good.
These are the 2 bolts at a time? Yeah. I'll bring it.
Definitely dark.
Okay.
That wasn't super tight, right?
No. So something's really wrong. But even then, I don't think it's as tight as it should be if it's
No.
the older style.
Yeah. close I can see how loose that is.
It's really not. That's all it turned.
Well, I saw it jiggle like crazy there. The races inside are very dull and worn. Not really a lot of metal in the oil, which is good, but there's a lot of lines and grooves in the bearing here. You can see all these little streaks and lines cut through there, and very weird wear pattern. It's been moving around in there. That's gonna be a fun lift out of there, huh?
Yeah.
Do you want to use the engine hoist?
Yeah.
Get the plate off?
Hmm?
Did you get the plate off yet or no?
No.
That fan clutch alone was like $2,300 just for the part. So a nice expensive trip over to Prevost for some parts. Oh my gosh.
I'm assuming that's your clutch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how these are on the inside, but it doesn't rain in there.
Yeah. It's metallic-y, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely sparkles.
Yeah, I'm covered in them. I'm touching it.
If you love vintage buses, Detroit diesel engines, and real-world wrench turning that actually teaches you something, you're in the right place. We chase down impossible problems and show you every greasy step involved in someone else's expensive repair. So subscribe now so you don't miss our next project. Hit that like button and click to subscribe. It's nice on the Prevost how that wheel well thing swings up on there. You can get a lot of good access to the airbags and that kind of stuff. It's a beautiful coach. It's a good thing that wheel didn't cause a fire. Yeah, Jonathan was up in the butt end of this bus for several hours today replacing that fan. That thing is very heavy and difficult job to do. We got the new calipers, replaced those couple bad ones that are going in, so we'll have that done tomorrow hopefully too. It truly is a beautiful coach. We just want to make sure that it's safe to drive down the highway and not going to have any mechanical failures and that kind of stuff. So that's why it's important to go through everything on the underside with a real thorough inspection. So we'll have more videos over the next couple of days going on with this, but we're waiting on some parts that aren't going to be in until Thursday, so mostly waiting on parts.